Hello, and welcome to the Happy Soul Show, where we believe that the impossible is absolutely possible. My name is Janine Roberts. I'm the owner of Happy Soul Healing. And tonight I have Renee Gipson with me. She is a wonderful friend, but she is also a Reiki master. She does Egyptian energy healing and lots more. So I'm going to let her talk to us a little bit tonight. And then we have some drums and she is going to take us through a soul journey. Is that what it is? What's it called?
It's either a spirit guide journey
Oh, spirit guide journey.
to meet your spirit guide.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I have a few questions for you first. Okay, so I have a few questions I want to ask Renee. I know she's been walking her spiritual path for a while, and I just want to find out a little bit more about your journey. So, what got you started on the spiritual path that you're on right now?
Well, I've always been interested in spirituality and always had questions, always seeking. But what really got me involved was after I divorced, unfortunately, my ex-husband. I just went through just a lot of emotional ups and downs, and I just became curious, and just there was a shift, like a literal physical shift that I went through. And I understand that a lot of people have had that feeling. And then just things started happening, and there were, just amazing, just different events that happened. And I just said, there's something to this. And so I started researching and found Reiki, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. So you would call that an awakening?
Yes.
Okay. So when did that happen? How long ago has that been?
It really started in about 2019.
Okay, so that's 5 years ago, and so you kind of started on this journey. So what did that initial awakening? What was that like for you?
It was kind of scary at first. A lot of questions, a lot of the unknown, a lot of what is going on, like just not understanding. And when I would kind of ask people, I kind of got a little hesitation, like, I'm not sure. So I kind of kept it to myself, and I kind of buried it a little bit just because I was afraid and I wasn't sure what was going on. But as time went on, spirit was clear. No, we're not going to put this to sleep. We're not putting this to bed. This is happening. And so I finally said, okay. And I started researching and ended up really starting when I met a Reiki master through Rainbow Blossom.
That's in Louisville, right? Is that a store?
It is.
Okay.
It is. There's several in Louisville. The one in particular was in Springhurst, and the Reiki master, she was just fantastic and just guided me, and gone ever since.
Awesome, awesome. So Reiki was kind of your first introduction into the spiritual once you had that awakening. Okay, okay. And now you do a bunch of different things. So what all modalities do you do now?
Oh gosh, okay. So I am certified as a Reiki master. I do certified, which we're both certified, we took a class together, Egyptian energy healing. I have been certified in soul retrieval, power animal retrieval, spirit guide retrieval, and oh gosh, I do aura cleansing. I work with crystal energy. I do drumming meditations. So there's quite a bit.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot to do. But what would you say is your favorite of all of them?
Well, it's kind of hard. I like to do a lot of them together. I'll do like the soul retrieval with drumming, but I'll also incorporate Reiki with that. I will incorporate Egyptian healing with soul retrieval. They really kind of just flow together, and I kind of do whatever feels comfortable. So I kind of follow my intuition. And I feel like based on what a person's needs are, are what I kind of follow. I will listen to my intuition. I will listen to my spirit guides. I will ask them, can you guide me, help me? What does this person need? And often it just comes to me and I do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. For those of you on here, we are going to be doing live readings at the end, so make sure you comment if you want a live reading at the end, and that can be if you want a general reading or if you want, or if you have like a specific question. We are going to be reading. I do have my Akashic Tarot and Animal Guides Tarot decks here, so we'll be reading at the end. So Renee, tell us more about the Egyptian energy healing. I see you have the book here.
This book is written by Shelley Kerr. It goes into detail about Edgar Casey, who he created the Egyptian energy healing, and it talks about the attunement process. It talks about the different symbols to use when doing healing, and there's 9 different symbols that are used, each having their own different healing method, similar to Reiki. Reiki has 4, but this one has 9. When doing this particular modality, for me, when I begin, the symbols that pop into my head are the ones I use. I don't go through every single symbol because I feel like what the
Kind of go with your intuition.
Exactly.
What you feel like you need to do.
Yes. It's an absolutely amazing book. Edgar Casey, for anyone that doesn't know, he was born in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and it was known as the Sleeping Prophet, the most famous prophet of the 20th century.
Yeah, actually considered the greatest psychic of all time.
Yes. Right here in Kentucky.
Yep, right here. Yeah, and I forgot to say that Renee is joining us. She is from LaGrange, Kentucky, so she's about 45 minutes from me, so that's why she's actually here today instead of virtual, like most of the time. Most of the people I interview on here are virtual, but Renee came today, so thank you for making the drive in the thunderstorm. It's nasty outside.
Yes.
So so I want to talk a little bit about our experience. We did the Edgar Casey's Egyptian energy healing together at the Intuitive Connection in Louisville. Suzanne Smith is amazing.
Yes.
And has been a wonderful mentor to me, and is just a wonderful person and has so many great gifts. And she taught us this modality, and there was so much energy during that class. And I actually could feel and could see that Edgar Casey was there with us. He was helping us in the spirit, and he was guiding us, and he actually showed me how to move my hands during that, and he was telling me to swoosh it. And that's as we were doing the training and doing the Reiki. And if you've never had Reiki or energy healing, typically we lay hands over you. You can touch, but you can just kind of hover your hands over the person and go over the chakras or different parts of the body. So that's why I was holding my hands over, and I just saw him say, no, you swoosh it. You got to swoosh it. So that's what I was doing. So now anytime I do Reiki or any kind of energy healing, I'm swooshing it, because I believe Edgar Casey told me that's the correct way to do it, and it feels more powerful for me.
Well, and it's funny that you say that, because I got the same exact message, and I'm doing this number, and I could feel it just going in, and I was looking at you, and you were looking at me, and I was like,
it was an insane experience.
It was wild.
It was powerful. There was spirit in that room like crazy, and just the energy was wild. And my hands are like so tingly right now, just talking about it. So much energy, but it was amazing, good energy, and I absolutely believe that Edgar Casey was right there with us that day while we were taking that class and learning that modality. So that was just awesome. I just wanted to share that.
Yes.
So where can someone find you if they want a session with you, if they want to have a soul retrieval or Egyptian healing or Reiki? Where can they find you?
I own Feathers and Fire Healing. Feathers and Fire Healing .com on Facebook. I have a website, but it is not up yet. So this
Okay.
this is new,
Mhm.
but Facebook, Feathers and Fire Healing, is where you can find me. I have a group, it's a public group, and if anyone wants a session or has questions, just you can add a question, post it on there.
Okay.
So,
So go to Facebook, go to the search bar, search Feathers and Fire Healing, and look for that group. And that's how you'll find Renee, and you'll be able to connect with her that way. That way, if you want any kind of session. And so another thing I wanted to ask about, we are going to do a drumming session, or Renee's going to do a drumming session. I might try to help, but I don't really know what I'm doing. But we're gonna let Renee do that. But I wanted to ask about soul retrieval, because not a lot of, or you also said spirit something else?
as like spirit guide retrieval.
Oh, okay. So I know a lot of people probably don't know what that is. I didn't really know what that was. I know that our souls can get fragmented. I know things can happen, but I don't really know what the process is or exactly what it does. So can you explain that a little bit?
Soul retrieval, that is when we experience a trauma. It can be something very, very significant, or it can be something as little as, a teacher, yelling at us or fussing at us in school, and it wounds us, and a piece of our soul will fragment and go and hide, if you will.
So it doesn't have to be something like super traumatizing.
Right.
It can be little things
Yes.
that happen to us.
Something
also.
that is very significant to us in that moment, that has us emotionally, it hits us in an emotional way that we fragment. And we hide it in that memory will go with that piece of us. So oftentimes people will talk about not having a memory from, say, 2 to 6 years old. And that's because something may have happened significantly, their soul fragmented, and that memory went with that. And what a soul retrieval will do is I will be able to journey to that time. I will go to what we call the lower part of the world, or the spirit realm, which is in the earth energy, and go and journey to that person, to that particular time, and coax out that piece of them and bring it back, and then either blow it back into the person, or I see when I do mine often is that the person pours back into themselves. So
Wow. So it can be something that's smaller things that have happened, but then it can also be like serious traumas,
Yes.
like things that we may have blocked out, like there could have been some kind of abuse, or there could have been something that happened to where we just really don't want to remember. So this is helpful for that as well.
Yes.
Okay.
But I really want people to understand that, it's important to be ready, because when we do this, you are bringing that memory back.
Yeah.
So you need to be prepared to process that emotion, be prepared to process that memory, and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, because once you remember, and there's no going back.
Exactly.
At that point. So if there's something that, you feel like maybe you don't remember anything from 6 years, and, from for your first 6 years, and, make sure that you are prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is spirit guide retrieval? Your spirit guides get lost, you gotta go find them?
Well, often we have several spirit guides. And sometimes we don't know how to speak to them or get their attention. They're always trying to get our attention, but we don't know how to communicate with them. So similar to the soul retrieval, we will drum, get into that mindset, and then travel and journey into the lower world, and we'll find our spirit guides. Okay. My journey personally was, I had stepped into the world, and a little hummingbird was like, follow me. And okay. So along we went, and this was for for a power animal, for
Okay.
a spirit animal,
Mhm.
which guides can be animals too.
Yeah.
But
I have a deer.
yeah, I remember. Yeah. And along we went, and a dear friend of ours, Joy, was helping me in that one. And mine was a kangaroo, as interesting as that was. So, yeah.
So your spirit guides, it's not that they're lost, it's that you don't really know how to communicate with them.
Exactly.
They're ready and waiting and,
Yes.
and trying to get our attention, trying to knock us over the head
Yes.
to get our attention. So this journey really helps us to be able to connect with them.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Oh, and you mentioned something to me before we started about the lower levels and making
Yes.
sure that everyone understands what
Yes.
that is.
Yes, we have 3 levels for in our realms. We have the higher level, which is where spirit mainly resides.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the middle level, which is what we live in, the 3D where we are now, and the lower level. And that's what you would kind of consider like the fae and things of that
Mhm.
nature, if you believe in that. But it's the earth level. It's where the frequency of the earth, her gentle, soft, beautiful frequency, and where we get a lot of our healing, just Gaia energy.
Yeah.
And that's where the spirit guides and our spirit animals, they will reside.
In the lower.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I know you want to do a journey. I forget what you called it again.
Okay, it's we're gonna journey for. Do you want to do a spirit guide or do you want to do your power animal?
Let's do a spirit guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can say when we travel, you can ask if you want it to be set your intention, and then ask if you want it to be your joy guide or your, say, the shaman guide or your mediumship guide. We have many, and just choose what you would like, and we'll journey, and I'll drum, and
we can all do this together,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We can all do this together. So get yourself in a quiet spot, turn the TV off, or go in the bathroom, whatever you got to do, and we'll do this together. So you're going to be. So walk us through it real quick. What are you going to be doing? You're going to be drumming, and then you're going to be talking,
yes,
telling us what to do.
And what people will experience is you will travel. Typically, people will travel into, say, a tree, or they will find themselves sinking into the ground. And if that happens, that's okay. That's normal.
So it's a very personal journey.
Yes,
Whatever
yes.
happens for you is okay.
Yes, the way mine does, I go into a tree,
Okay.
and it's almost like an elevator. Down we go, and it opens, and then there's that beautiful world. It almost reminds me of Avatar.
Okay.
It is really just beautiful.
Okay. So do we eyes closed?
Yes.
Eyes closed. Okay. Do we need to do any breath work first, anything like that, or do you walk us through that?
I like to do in through the nose, out through the mouth, softly, slowly, just to calm yourself, to ground yourself, to get,
Okay.
eased.
All right. So if you're going to be doing this, I don't need to drown.
You do not.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Right.
Let's do this. And if you're watching this later, it's fine. Just go with it. You can do it wherever, whenever.
Do it as,
Okay.
all right. So.
All right. I'm ready to see a spirit guide.
Okay, so set your intention. If you have a specific guide that you would like to call upon, do so now. And what we're going to start with is, and let me say this really quick before we start. When it is time to come back, I will drum with 4. And that's when we are coming back from.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So we're going to start. Everyone close your eyes. And let's start breathing in through your nose. Out of the mouth. In through the nose. Out of the mouth. And start grounding yourself. Keep breathing. And we're going to begin with drumming.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. I think at first I was waiting for you to guide me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I didn't know where to go at first. So, but I was able to just see this little guy, and I think he's the same little spirit guide I've seen before, my little Chinese guy. He's like a little short man, and he just laughs all the time. And he's always telling me that I need more joy. I need to laugh more, and that's who I saw. But I didn't see a whole lot otherwise. So, and I think maybe I did it wrong because I was waiting on you to tell me where to go.
I'm so sorry.
But no, that was cool. I love that drumming. I love just the feeling you get from those drums. I love the drums. The drums are so powerful.
They are.
Yeah.
You can feel the
You can feel the energy, like it's
right
hot
now.
in here. Like
Yeah.
my arms are very hot just from the energy of and the vibrations of that. So very cool. Thank you so much. I love it.
You're welcome.
I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, whew, got me. I'm hot. I am hot. Okay, so tell me what exactly what exactly are we supposed to see when we do this? When we do this drumming and this spiritual journey?
It really depends on, I feel like, what you need at the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you need your joy guide, which I feel like that is your joy guide.
Definitely, you laugh so much.
And then if you are feeling anxious or you're overwhelmed, say your mediumship guide may come through and help you, bring messages to you of things, what you may need in terms of, washing away this type of energy or
Mhm.
pulling in this type of energy. I know my great-grandmother is one of my guides. She's my protecting guide. And she will send me colors to
Yeah.
tell me. And red and yellow are two of the colors that she will shower over me. And I will hear her tell me, this is what you need. This is what you need. And so I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And when I do Reiki on myself, I will ask for those colors, and they will come down, and I will feel so relaxed and calm.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love drums. I love sound bowls. I love anything that is sound healing. It just I don't know. It just changes my whole mood. And so thank you. All right. So now let's do some live readings. What do you think?
Okay.
And I think since I feel like this is your deck tonight, the Animal Guides deck. This is one of my favorites. And I feel like this absolutely is Renee's forte, because she's works with the animals, right? I mean, you do. You work with in spirit, and so I will let you take that deck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I love owls. The owl is one of my animals, so that is
Yeah. Awesome. So if you want a reading live, go ahead and comment and let us know. Of course you do. I will let you do Geneva, because that's my mom.
Oh,
hi,
Geneva. Nice to meet you.
I'll let you read for her. I usually read for her, but I'll let you read for her.
Okay. All right, let's see. Do you have any specific question, or are you just wanting a general reading?
Let's see. I know I've not showed any of the comments. So there's, hey Beth, how are you?
Hi.
Beth was here for a meditation with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if anyone that did hopefully you could hear the drumming. And if you did the meditation, if you feel like you want to share anything that you saw or felt, or if you have any questions, please, throw it up there. I will be happy to answer any questions you have.
Right. Awesome. All right. So Renee is going to pull a card for Geneva.
Okay. And we have 10 of Earth, the golden retriever dog. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. And did she have a particular question?
She did not.
Okay. This, I feel like, is something, got the little puppy dogs here, the mama with her pups. And what I get from this is I feel like you kind of stay to yourself. And maybe what would do you some good is bringing your babies, having family closer. Because I know that you've gone through some hard times here as of recent, and bringing family close to you right now may be something that Spirit's telling you might need to do. You might need to do more of. So,
All right. Don't get her started. About me not visiting as much.
Sorry, I forget.
I'm just kidding. We're actually going to go up there not too long from now. All right. So, Patty, is that Patty that wants a reading? Let's see. Let me put the comments up on there. Just bear with me. I'm not used to being this far away from. Okay, so Patty, I'm going to pull from the Akashic Tarot deck. Do you have a specific question, Patty? So hard to see all of these and know. Okay. Okay, no, okay, nothing in particular. Okay. All right, Patty. I feel like I need 2 cards for you. All right. Oh, the 3 of Roses. We were just talking about the fairies. So you got the 3 of Roses, which is loving elementals, and it's a little, I know you can't see it from here, but it's like a little picture of a little kid sitting with fairies. And what that's telling me is you need to let your creative side out more. Maybe you've gotten too busy or just let things, get in the way, but there's some creativity that needs to come out in you. There is your imagination, your inner child needs to come out, and you need to laugh more, have more joy, and do things that bring you joy. That could be, I feel like that could be gardening or maybe flowers, something like that, working and doing things in nature. But it could be other things as well. Just getting back to doing what you love and almost becoming a kid again. Just becoming a kid again and just enjoying life a little more, enjoying life. And then the second card I pulled is Light of the World. And I know you can't really see this, watch me not being able to go that way, but it's a picture of a man knocking at a door. And the guy who is standing on the inside of the room is sweeping or doing something, and he's not paying attention, and he misses that person at the door. So what I'm seeing with that is that there's some opportunities that you need to be on the lookout for. And this has to go with whatever this creative side of you, this using your imagination, being a kid again. There's some kind of opportunity that's either already came to you or is coming to you that you need to pay attention to. Don't let it pass you by. Don't be doing something else. Like in this particular card, it shows a guy sweeping. So what it tells me to do is, like doing like the things you're supposed to do, right? Like just the normal everyday work and taking care of the home and doing all those things. But what I'm seeing is it's time to get back to Patty's creativity and fun life. And it looks like you've let that go quite a bit. So it's time to get back to that. The cards are saying get back to it, have some fun, and find your little girl again. So
I think Patty's part of our group, isn't she?
yeah, I think Patty is in our group. All right, now let's see. We have Beth. I'll let you read for Beth.
All right. Hi, Beth.
And Beth says, I need some general guidance, please.
All right.
Let's see.
See what we got here.
She says here, let me make sure we don't miss anything. I have quite a few things up in the air where I'm going to live, relationships, and her own journey.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just says she just needs some general guidance.
Okay.
All right. If anyone else wants a reading, go ahead and put your comment in the comments box.
Okay, and it says justice, and it's an elephant, and it says fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. And we have scales, the elephant standing on a rock, and it seems like, I feel like there's a lot of indecisiveness, that you are having a difficult time deciding. And what it tells me is that the decision you make, don't falter on it, whatever it is you choose, and take that one step forward. And whatever you think of, whatever it is that you are being pulled to, go ahead. But be decisive, and just, you've got to put that one step forward. And because you're not going to get anywhere if you stay where you are. So, and yeah, that's what it's telling me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it loud and clear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like I need to pull a card for Beth too. I don't know why. It just feels that way. This is your card. It's Uriel and the Sphinx. Okay. Uriel is an archangel. So what I'm hearing from this is you need to reach out to Archangel Uriel. You need to meditate on this. You need to take some quiet time for Beth. There's some things that have been going on that are hindering you, that are keeping you stuck, and it's time to come back into your power. You have power, and you have a purpose. and a mission. And that's what I'm seeing here is you need to meditate. If you don't already have a meditation practice, start one, even if it's a couple minutes a day, and meditate on Uriel and ask for direction and guidance. And that's where you're going to find your next step. That's where you're going to find it. All right. So Brianna Miller says, my dad wants a reading. What's his name?
That's Jason.
Oh, okay. So Jason wants a reading.
I'm gonna let you read.
Okay, all right. I'm going to read for Jason. All right. Okay.
I'm all embarrassed now. I didn't think he was gonna want.
She's done amazing. She's done amazing. And she's an amazing healer and has an amazing heart for people, for helping people. And if you get a chance to work with Renee and let her work her magic on you, you are going to be blessed by it because it's amazing. She's awesome. I love you too. All right, Jason, let's see what we got for you, buddy. All right, I'm pulling 2 cards. Okay. So this is the King of Forces, and I got it reversed. Okay, I know you can't see it. I don't know why I keep showing you guys. The King of Forces, this is you. I'm seeing that this is you. And that there's some things that need your attention. There's some things that need your attention. This is like the weather is changing. The weather is changing. And some things need your attention. Like I see here, this is a picture of, it's a picture of a man and he's standing with some animals. And there's like something happening in the sky, like a storm coming. And so what I'm seeing is that there are some changes coming. The weather is changing and you need to be prepared for that. And you need to be ready for whatever that is. And it's not necessarily a bad change, but it could be. It could be a negative change. It depends on some decisions that you make. Some decisions that you make could, and you'll know when those, power's flickering. Uh-oh, Jason.
The lightning. Oh.
Hopefully we keep internet. Yeah. So the weather's changing and you need to be prepared and you need to be watchful and mindful of the shift that's coming, and whether it's negative or positive change will be up to some decisions that you make, and you'll know when the time comes what those are. And that's all I'm seeing for that. We also have the garden card, which is some kids playing out in the garden, and they're just kind of being free and just being kids. What I see with that is that your freedom is on the other side of that weather change. Your freedom and your happiness is on the other side of that weather change. Whatever that is for you, that change in the weather that's coming, that could be in a job, it could be in where you live, it could be in numerous situations, but just stay aware and stay diligent and make sure when that time comes and those decisions need to be made, that you make decisions based on what's right instead of your emotions. And that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. And good things will come on the other side of that if you make the right decision. So, all right, anyone else? Beth, stuck is absolutely a word I would use, and yes, decisions need to be made for me. Good. I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, Robin would like a reading. I'm sorry, were you going to?
No, I was just going to see if Brianna wanted a card.
Oh yeah, if Brianna wants a card too, we'll do Robin first. You want to do Robin?
I will.
Okay.
Oh, Okay, well,
Is that her card?
that is her card. All right, Robin, King of the Earth, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. And it says, everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. So I feel like here's the card. Very fun, beautiful card. I see that your future is very fruitful. This horse is just galloping and just has such momentum, and there is a cornucopia of different vegetables and fruit, and then the grapes above on these vines are just huge and purple and just plump and just full of just goodness. And I feel like whatever it is that you are moving towards, this is going to be very fruitful. It's going to be very in your favor. So whatever it is you are planning on doing, you are thinking about doing, whether it be a job, relationship, moving, whatever, this is going to be good for you. So.
For Robin, I feel like it's a group that you're, or a volunteer or something that you might be doing. That's what popped into my head, was maybe it's something you're, maybe not volunteering, but maybe that you're involved with, like a group or organization or something like that you're involved in. That's what I felt. Let me pull a card for Robin, see if we get any more clarity on that.
It's a very fruitful, very, very big card. It's a very good card.
Oh, you get the lightning bolt. So Robin, what I'm seeing with the lightning bolt is that lightning, when lightning strikes, it can destroy anything it touches, but it can also be very beautiful. And what I'm seeing, the side of the lightning, is the beauty of it, the beauty of the power of that lightning. And there's something that you are wanting to do or getting involved in, an organization, or it could be not family. It's something else. I'm not seeing clearly what it is, but going off of what Renee had seen, there's something that you are very intelligent and you are very powerful, and you need to believe in yourself, and you need to see that you have the ability, the skills and the ability to do what it is that you need to do. And I feel like there's maybe some fear, almost maybe like not feeling like worthy or not feeling like you can do this, but what I'm seeing is that you see your power. See your power, the power of the lightning bolt, that is your power. So take back your power and do what needs to be done. Do what needs to be done. That's what I'm seeing. All right, Brianna, is it Brianna? Brianna, sorry about that. Would you like to do her reading?
I can. Well, no, I tell you what, I'm gonna let you do it because I know Brianna personally,
Okay.
so I want her to have an authentic, genuine reading.
Okay.
So.
All right, Brianna. All right, let's see.
She's sweet as sugar too. She's such a good kid.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get all these comments up here. And Brianna, you will be the last one we do tonight, and then we will close out. All right, Brianna, let's see what I'm feeling from you. Is she a teenager?
She is.
I thought so. I felt that. Okay, all right, Brianna. You get the Akashic Library. Oh, and you get Archangel Gabriel. So, Brianna, what I'm seeing here is one of your past lives. I don't know if you believe in past lives, but I'm seeing one. You were a woman, mid-40s. Late 1800s, could be mid 1800s. Hair up, light brown hair up, And you are wearing a white, there's some lace, it's white, long sleeve, there's lace, and a big brown skirt all the way to the floor. And you are in a cabin, log cabin, maybe. No, you're in a store. You're in like a general store, like an old wooden general store. And there's bags, big bags of flour, meal. That's interesting. On the floor. Big sacks of, it's not, I don't even know what they're made of. It could be burlap or something. But flour, I just saw the word flour and sugar. And you're there and you're looking out a window into a town, and there's a dirt road outside. And something happens to you in this moment or right after this moment. This is the last day of your life in that lifetime. I won't go to what happens, but I do want to say that you have pulled over some hurts and some struggles from that lifetime into this lifetime. Some fears, fear of men. It's powerful.
She's intuitive as well.
Yeah. So there's some things you brought over. There's some guilt because you left a baby behind, and there is some fear of either fear of death or fear of hurt that you've brought over into this lifetime that you need to let go of. It doesn't belong in this lifetime. It does not belong in this lifetime. You need to let it go. Whatever those fears are and that guilt, you need to let those go because those don't belong in this lifetime. They belong to that lifetime. And Archangel Gabriel is the second card I've drawed. What's the word?
Drew, I think.
Archangel Gabriel, he is here to help you heal. He is here to help you let go of those things that you brought over, and he's here to show you. And he says he's been trying to get your attention for a while.
That is interesting.
Yeah. He's been trying to get your attention for a while, but you've been, and you know he's been trying to get your attention for a while, but you've been ignoring in a sense because you don't want to know what he has to say. So he's saying, just let him help, just let him in, and that can be through meditation. So just meditate and just, ask Archangel Gabriel to come in to help you, and he's ready with open arms to help you heal. So,
well, let me ask, what do you think would be most beneficial? Do you feel would it be if she's open to it? Reiki, maybe just drumming, meditation. What do you think if she's open to doing so?
I think Reiki can definitely be crystal healing, also Reiki and crystal healing, and maybe a past life regression, maybe so you can see it for yourself, so you can see that lifetime for yourself. But there's definitely some healing that needs to take place from that life, and you have to be able to let those things go in this. And you're super young, so you have so much time to let all those things go, so that you don't carry those over into new relationships, and you don't carry those over into just life patterns. So, yeah. Awesome. I love when I see past lives, but it's always surprising because I never know when that's going to happen. It just doesn't happen all the time. It just happens sometimes. So, all right. Hey, Katie. Joseph's first wife died in childbirth. I don't know what that means. Can you give us some insight? Can I share your past life regression real quick, Katie? I don't want to do it unless you give me permission. And if the answer is no, that's totally okay too. But I'll wait and get permission. Katie, come on, tell me. Yay or nay? Okay, all right. She says yes. Okay, you guys all see it. Wait, no, you don't. Now you see it. Okay. So I do past life regressions. And that's a form of hypnosis where we go very lightly into hypnosis and we take you back to a past lifetime and then kind of walk you through different phases of that life. So Katie came last Thursday, and we did a past life regression, and she went into this lifetime very intensely as Mary, the mother of Jesus. And it was intense how this lifetime went. And we got to see some things and hear some things that really are not in the Bible and not in the stories. So there was also a Sam and an Agatha who I need to research and find out if anyone else has seen Sam and Agatha, but these are cousins and a sister. But the most interesting part was that, you know, she was his mother, and she got to feel that, and it was intense, and she was crying and feeling every bit of that, and so it was pretty amazing session. So I thought that was pretty cool. Is that what you were talking about? Joseph's first wife died in childbirth? I don't know who you're talking about. You're talking about that's what made me think of our session, but I didn't know if that was what you were referring to. So I don't know. But yeah, so it was pretty intense, and I'm sure would be glad to share it with anyone who wants to, you know, reach out to her and ask more. But yeah, I know it was also a very personal session too, you know, so I don't want to share too much, but it was pretty intense and pretty pretty wild. So all right, so I think that's it. I think we're good.
If Brianna's still on here, I just flipped this over and it just screened her.
Okay,
do it. If you're here, I'm going to tell you. If not, I'll tell you when I see you. But I got the peacock. It says release. And it says it's time to release the past and move on to something new. The ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. And not only does this tie in to what Janine was going over, but this also ties in, I feel like, to a lot of what you're experiencing now in terms of the fears that you have. You have to step into your power, sweetheart, and you have to believe in yourself and know that you are a very strong, beautiful, intuitive, wonderful young lady. And when you are able to do that and you are able to heal and let go, you are going to blossom and you are going to explode and you are just going to take this world by storm. And your daddy believes in you, your mama, I know, and I believe in you. And Kaylin, she believes in you. So, and that sweet little baby Willow, you know, big sissy. But you have to step into your power and you have to believe in yourself and trust that, you know, this journey that you're about to take, you know, it's going to take you places. So believe in that. Trust that.
Awesome. Yes. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. I appreciate you being here. This has been super fun.
Yes.
So I think we learned a lot. We got to go on a little soul journey, so that was pretty cool, and some amazing readings as well. So thank you for helping. I appreciate it, and thank you for talking with us and telling us all about the different modalities that you do. Make sure you go to Facebook and go to the search bar and look for Feathers and Fire Healing, Feathers and Fire Healing. And join that group and then reach out to Renee to schedule your session. And yeah, I think that's all we got for tonight. So we are going to log off. I appreciate you guys greatly. And we thank you to everyone for watching. And we will see you next time on the Happy Soul Show.